Hello everyone. Today, let's explore the scatter diagram, also known as a scatter plot or correlation chart. This tool helps us predict how a change in one variable will affect another. It's all about finding relationships between different sets of data. In a scatter diagram, we typically have two variables. One is the independent variable, which we plot on the x-axis, and the other is the dependent variable, plotted on the y-axis. The independent variable is what you change or measure, while the dependent variable is what changes in response. This diagram is incredibly useful when one variable is easy to measure, but the other isn't. In quality management, we often use it to show the relationship between a process or activity and a quality defect. Understanding correlation. When we plot our data points, we can draw a line that best fits the data. This is called a regression line. The way the data points cluster around this line tells us about the correlation, or relationship, between the variables. There are three main types of correlation. No correlation. If the data points are scattered randomly with no visible pattern, as shown in the diagram, it means there's no relationship between the two variables. Moderate correlation. There's a noticeable pattern, but the data points aren't perfectly aligned. Strong correlation. The data points are tightly clustered around the regression line, indicating a very clear relationship. Positive correlation. The as one goes up, so does the other. Pattern. Let's look at an example. Imagine we're analyzing the relationship between the speed of vehicles and the number of accidents on a highway. In the first graph, we're looking at speeds between 140 and 160 kilometers per hour. As you can see, as speed increases, the number of accidents also increases. This shows a moderate positive correlation. The data points follow an upward sloping pattern, but they're not perfectly aligned. Now, look at the second graph, where we're analyzing speeds between 160 and 180 kilometers per hour. Here, the data points are much closer together, showing that as speed increases, accidents increase more rapidly. This is a clear example of a strong positive correlation. Negative correlation, the opposite effect. Pattern. A negative correlation is when the pattern slopes downwards. This means as one variable increases, the other decreases. Let's use another example to understand this. We'll analyze the relationship between the cost of project resources and the project profit. As shown in the graph, as the cost of project resources increases, the project profit decreases. If the resource cost is just one factor impacting profit, the correlation might be moderate negative. But if resource cost is the only factor influencing the profit, the data points would be much tighter, showing a strong negative correlation. Thank you all for your attention, and I hope you understand the concept and use of scatter diagram in quality management. Please like and subscribe and continue learning.